Welcome into another SDH Network 1v1. I'm Madison Crews. We are here in Peachtree City for the Adapt and Thrive event, and I am joined with the U.S. Women's Deaf National Team captain, Kate Ward. Kate, what's it like being down here for this event?
It's awesome. I am an Atlanta native, so I'm really excited to be here, and it's so fun being around the other extended national teams. It's been one of my favorite parts of my entire playing career to be around these other athletes, so I'm really excited to be here.
What's it like, creating those memories, creating those relationships, and also getting the chance to see some old friends that are a part of the other extended national teams?
Sure. I think it's really empowering. I think to be around other people who have similar lived experiences to my own, different stories, but similar, is so fun, and it's just awesome to catch up with old friends, like you said, and to meet new friends and see where all these other athletes are in their, their team's journeys. So it's really exciting to be here.
Yeah, and talking to Stuart before, because at the time we're filming this, it's Thursday. You guys had the chance to go actually see the facility.
Yeah.
I mean, how was that? What was that like for you, getting to see it?
It's super cool. I think to see this vision become a reality is amazing, and to know that every national team is included and valued, and then also all the member organizations are also welcome is awesome. And I am a big fan and really respect the leadership of U.S. Soccer and how they're going about building the National Training Center. And I think that they're creating success for all national teams, which is awesome.
Yeah. And even too, being from Atlanta and kind of just seeing that, what's the emotion for you? Knowing that it's going to be here in your hometown.
Yeah, I mean, I think growing up here, I never would have imagined that this would happen in our backyard. And to see Atlanta become a soccer city, first with Atlanta United, and then now knowing U.S. Soccer is coming here, and then the World Cup's coming, right? It's going to be a soccer hub, which makes me really proud, and I think Atlanta's really going to embrace it, so I'm very excited.
I want to talk a little bit about 2024. Okay. What were some of your biggest takeaways competing, as well as getting ready for 2025 and what's to come?
Yeah, so 2024 we had the big friendly, the doubleheader with the women's national team. That was an amazing experience, something I never would have imagined that I would get to experience as a player. So really cool to get the platform to share our story. And then I think at the end of 2024 we were also able to bring in a lot of new players and new faces, and so it's really cool as I come up on sort of the end of my career to see this next generation come in, and to know that my role is now also to empower that next generation to lead and to bring them in to this culture and this winning mindset. So it's a different sort of year, but I think a fun experience, as it's my last year.
You've been a captain as well for this team. Taking on that leadership role, you talked about it's kind of different. What are some of the differences that you've noticed from being a captain, but then also kind of transitioning into more of helping this next generation?
Yeah, I think that it's really intentional decisions about including other people in leadership decisions or leadership opportunities, and just knowing that there are players on our team who have all the potential in the world to be awesome leaders, and giving them the space to do that, I think, is extremely important. And it's something that myself and Sid Andrews, who's the other captain, have talked a lot about, and the coaches have been great about that as well. So it's been different, but I think it's kind of like a new challenge, which is fun after a couple of years.
Yeah. Looking at 2025, what's in store for you guys? What are y'all preparing for? What's the next big thing, and what are y'all going for?
Sure. I guess I should have answered this when you asked about 2025. The Deaf Olympics is coming up in November in Japan, so we're really excited about that, hoping that we can defend our world title and our gold medal again, and knowing that there's other teams who are also training and there's more investment in those teams is a really exciting thing, but it also means that we really need to keep improving and keep pushing the boundaries to make sure that we retain that success.
What's it been like for you, being a part of this team for as long as you have been, seeing the growth and the exposure of the extended national teams, and seeing the exposure that it's getting now?
Sure. It's beyond what I ever would have imagined. My first camp was in 2009, and I think July, and we were asked to bring white t-shirts, like white cotton t-shirts, black shorts, bring our soccer balls, and everything, right? And then I was so young then, I was 15, and it was amazing in the sense that I was finally around people like myself, and I finally had role models who looked like me, which was, you know, like beyond anything. I think it helped me develop as a person, as a leader, all those sorts of things. And then to become more involved in US Staff Soccer, first just like as a player and then as a board member, our goal was to make the leap to a US Soccer extended national team, and then for US Soccer to expand that programming, right? Like they had to build the platform and the basis for it, and then to see that happen, and then to see like last year happen with Colorado, like it's really just been a journey that is completely unexpected in the best ways. And I think our goal all along was for the next generation to have better opportunities. And so that's been awesome. And now I have a role with US Staff Soccer where I'm helping growing the grassroots programming. So again, like it just feels like a sort of full circle thing. Yeah. And it's, I mean, I don't have another word for it other than amazing.
For you, looking at your journey and everything, being, you know, you said that when you stepped in when you were 15, you know, you finally had people that, you know, looked like you, that like, you know, you could look up to. What's it like for you now being that role model for other young generations coming in?
Sure. I was talking to Laura Yan, who was one of the older players when I came in. She's now one of the team coordinators. And we were in the car this morning, and I looked at her and I was like, hey, those girls back there, like they're 15, like that's what I was like to you. And she was like, yeah. I was like, wow, I was a baby. And so it's cool. I think it's interesting in terms of just making sure that I am someone that, you know, can build a relationship with them. And like, obviously the age gap is really big, right? Like they don't even have their driver's license yet, which is wild. I was like, I haven't thought about that in years. So I also see a lot of talent there, which is so exciting because I think we're always looking for those next players, and I think we found them, which is really, really cool.
That's so. You mentioned driver's license. I was talking to someone the other day too, and I'm like, it's crazy. You like look and like some of these kids can't even drive yet, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah. One of them doesn't even have her learner's permit, and I'm like, I haven't thought about that either.
Oh, that's freaky. That's freaky. But I want to talk about 2026. Obviously, it's a big year.
Sure.
World Cup's coming here to Atlanta. How is the World Cup coming here not only going to help, you know, grow U.S. soccer, but also help grow the extended national teams and their exposure to everyone in the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think U.S. soccer has been doing a fantastic job of building a platform for all the national teams, and I know that they have a bunch of different initiatives through like the Soccer Forward Foundation and their new strategy that they announced in service to soccer, and so I think it's going to be really cool to see those come to life. I think as the federation grows and they bring in more like brilliant minds, like there's awesome people who work there, it's going to be really cool, and I'm intrigued to see what happens within, you know, both the federation itself and then the extended national teams, because I do see the investment, and I do see that, you know, like Cindy and JT are really bought into it, and then you see the leaders who are also in the federation really bought into it, so that means a lot for sure.
And not only seeing the growth, I think, here in the U.S., but also seeing it grow all over, worldwide, you know, what's that been like, seeing like the exponential growth of investing into these extended national teams all over worldwide?
Yeah, I think that seeing more opportunities created for everyone is amazing, and I think society hasn't always seen that those opportunities should be valued and created, and so to see other countries start to buy into that, to see, you know, FIFA, it looks like they're starting to buy into that. They released the FIFA Disability Toolkit, which Stuart and I were able to work on, which was really awesome, and so to know that entities and countries that didn't previously think about disability and now they're thinking about it is fantastic.
All right, so up next, what's up next for the deaf women's national team this year? What can fans expect, especially gearing up, getting ready?
Sure, we have, I think, 2 more camps after this, and those are in preparation for the Deaf Olympics. So it's going to be really fun to see what this team is going into Japan, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll bring back a gold medal to Soccer Town USA.
I hope so, yeah.
Awesome.
I hope so.
Well, Kate, thank you so much again for taking the time.
Yeah, I'm super pumped to be here, so thanks for having me.